So while Suzanne's coming up here, well, let me stop and say thank you, Atticus, for sharing those songs with us. Another Slade Cleave song there. So while Suzanne's coming up here, this is kind of a really long story. I'm going to try to make it short. The gist of it is, the last time that I saw Suzanne, I was driving that pickup truck pulling this trailer, okay? I was driving that pickup pulling this trailer, and there's something about this trailer that you need to know. Darvin, there's Darvin back there. My entire life has traveled on this trailer many, many times, and I mean that literally.
Mine too.
Every material possession, this trailer. And so I have to say, I'm sad that Randy Bomar is not here. She was the one that responded to my music review of Suzanne on the Facebook Rock the Ridge page about her music connecting us to the axis mundi, right? The connecting us to the center of the universe, basically. And it really does. And I have empirical evidence that this trailer can connect you to the center of the universe, okay? That's what I'm about to tell you. So, as I said, my life, the life of my family, the life of my children has traveled on this trailer. All our material possessions have been on this trailer many times, and many other people. Darvin has been,
The truck's even been on the trailer.
in kind of a through the looking glass sort of thing. Yes, the truck has been on the trailer. It's in a whole sort of loop that way. So here's the story. So on one of these occasions when this trailer is carrying the life of one of my children, my daughter Allison, who moves, every 2 months basically. So on one of these occasions, she moved to Eureka Springs, and Atticus and I packed up the trailer. We're pulling it with this pickup truck, and we take her to Eureka Springs. We unpack her, and we're driving back from Eureka Springs. And Atticus and I got into a long, long conversation, a deep existential questions, many ins and outs, lots of what have yous, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm referring to Lebowski Fest next month, July 20th at my house. Lots of ins and outs, lots of what have yous. And so I'm telling this really, really long story that has all these convoluted connections, and we're talking about coincidence. And I'm making a case that that coincidence is just two intersecting points in time. And I'm telling this long story. And at this one point in the story, Suzanne Stillman's name is involved in the story. And she does not know this. So her name is in this story. And so I bring up her name, and I'm telling this story to Atticus, and then not 5 minutes later, we're going from Eureka back into Fayetteville, on whatever highway that is, and we're driving along, and there's a couple hitchhikers on the side of the road up ahead of us. And we're driving along, and right when we pass the hitchhikers, one of the hitchhikers turns around and does this, like turns her face right at us. And Atticus and I blow by her. We're going 55, 60 miles an hour. We blow by him, and I look at him, I was like, was that Suzanne Stillman? I'm like, oh man. So we were pulling the trailer, so we found a first place to turn around, and we pulled up to wait, because it was a tight road, and we couldn't go back with the trailer. So we pulled back up to wait, to see if these hitchhikers still come along. Sure enough, they did. And one of them was Suzanne Stillman. This trailer is the TARDIS. It is the woods between the worlds. This trailer, if you come up on this trailer, if you put your stuff on this trailer, it can take you to places that you can only imagine. Here comes This is Darvin Curtis's magical trailer. You've heard of it, magical school bus. This is the magical trailer. Yeah, so that's just part of the story, but that was the last time I saw Suzanne. And so the universe is connected here again. We have it articulated with that the pickup one more time, which I'm very thankful for. The second to last time I saw Suzanne was about 8 years ago, and it was in Darvin's living room, and Suzanne was here and played some music, and it was wonderful. So she is back, and hopefully there won't be this feedback. Here's Suzanne Sewell.